Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today at Minding Your Business with Sandra and Jeanette. We're super excited to be featuring our show at the heart of Delray Art Gallery on the set of the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Even more excited that our guest today is my beautiful co-host, Sandra Naomi Torres, who's published her first book, The Life Agreement, The Courage to Pursue Your Soul's Ambition. So thank you. Watch us live on Facebook at Two Boricuas, Minding Your Business with Sandra and Jeanette. You can also follow us on Instagram at Two Boricuas _ Minding Your Business.
Yes.
Sandra.
Yes.
You must be super excited.
I am. It's been a long time coming. It's a passion project, and it is my heart and soul on paper. The Life Agreement, Own the Courage to Pursue Your Soul's Ambition. This book came about because of what we're doing, of this empowerment movement. And it's the speaking to countless women who have seen themselves at a different point without the ability to dream big, you know? And sometimes, and I know a lot of you say, like, sometimes you want to grab somebody and shake them. It's like, what's wrong with you? You're awesome. You know, you're worthy. And that's in essence what this book is about.
Which, by the way, she's done for me.
But yeah, like, you're worthy. We're worthy. We're all worthy of living. Because what's the point? What's the point any other way, you know?
Yeah.
So I hope that this book will encourage and inspire many to say, screw it. Screw it. I'm going to go for my dreams. I'm going to find my joy in life and live a life that's full and happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So you must be pretty happy and full.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a living. It's a process.
Absolutely.
It's a journey. There is no I got there. I'm on the same journey as everybody else. There is, you know, none of that. And it's a beautiful journey. It's coming to a place where I get it. It's the I get it, the aha, the, you know what? I'm okay with this roller coaster ride. Be okay with it, you know, because that's what life's going to be. There's going to be days you wake up and you're like on your game, you feel great, you feel awesome, and you're happy and joyous. And then there's going to be days you're going to wake up and you're in your slump. It's just a natural way of living, but we shouldn't allow those things to completely derail us.
No.
From what we're doing.
No. And it's the simple things like, look, we have coffee today.
Yeah.
How exciting is this?
Yes, we love the studio.
Yes, yes. Which, by the way, guys, we are going to be using the studio in the future to host networking events. People are more than welcome. Again, follow us on Facebook at Two Boricuas, Minding Your Business with Sandra and Jeanette. You're not going to want to miss that.
Yeah, we're going to invite businesses. If you're a business, you want to put your business on our show, get interviewed, or do, you know, share your service on air with somebody, reach out to us. Follow us on our page. Comment below in the comments. Say I'm in. Contact us. Reach out to us on our website, twoboricuas.com. But we want to feature your business. It's about empowerment, and we want to put your business on here and have fun with it.
Ave Maria, this coffee's good.
I know, it is good.
Oh my God, this coffee's so good. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's their... How crazy is this? Yeah. Are you catching this? Are you guys seeing this? The Brooklyn Cafe show, their signature blend.
Yeah.
Huh. It's not bad.
So... You know what I saw today? Just because it just upset me and I still have my nerves, kind of. You know, this is kind of going off subject, but I'm driving down 95 and I see somebody chuck like a carton out their window.
Oh, that infuriates me.
I mean, I see that up north, you know, from Jersey, and I see it here, and I don't understand why people do that. You know?
What I don't understand is how they're so comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, people are watching you. The car behind you sees you.
I know.
Louis and I, when we raised our kids and they were in the car, there was absolutely no way they were going to throw something out the window. I mean, we made sure of it. And I had that happen to me not that long ago. And when you had mentioned it to me earlier, like I said, it makes you want to like pull over in the car. If I could stop on I-95 and pick up the garbage and throw it back in their car.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like it?
Yeah.
If someone throws trash in your car.
Yeah. It's just it's a frustrating mindset. It's that somebody's getting paid to pick that up for me.
Yeah.
No, your tax dollars aren't getting going to someone.
Well,
picking up your garbage after you. No, that's not your mother working.
No. And let's not go that far. Let's talk about us growing up. Well, you grew up in Jersey.
Yeah.
I grew up in El Barrio.
Mm-hmm.
How many summers were fire hydrants open? Full blast.
Yeah.
Full blast.
I never got to experience that.
Really?
I've always been like so jealous.
Oh my gosh. The thrill was when you had mindful people put the sprinkler cap on it, so it was always just a sprinkle, but typically it was just full gush.
Dang.
You grabbed a can that was hollow on either side, hope that it never caught anyone in the forehead because it was dangerous.
Yeah.
And sometimes if that rush of water hit you, it was sending you clear across the street. I mean, we had kids get injured.
Yeah.
But again, just being mindful to the environment, the amount of water. I mean, when I was a kid, I was happy. I would be in the fire hydrant. I spent my days on the courts. I would go there. That was my way of finding water. And I would walk the streets and look for that little chorro of water on the corners to see where the water was coming from.
Refreshing.
Isn't that crazy?
Gosh. Yeah. You know what we did? It was pitiful. We took pots, ollas. We used to fill them up and chase each other around the...
With water?
We used to wait on the edge of the building with a thing of water, and we knew somebody was chasing the other person, and we'd wait and then splash them.
Oh my god.
That was our way to get water.
I would like to know how the chasing around with the olla of water and how well that panned out.
I think somebody spilled it on yourself for sure. Those are fun, man. Remembering those summers growing up.
But when you go back to our environment, and protecting our environment, I think back now. I mean, a favorite pastime for us was taking all the Sunday newspapers. Because I grew up in the projects. So in the projects, every Sunday, you had that guy walking down the hall, and he would yell, "Newspaper, get your Sunday newspaper." And we waited for that because, we wanted to see the cartoons. But when that was all done, we'd make paper airplanes and throw them out the balcony.
Really?
There was newspaper.
How high were you?
8th floor.
Wow.
On the 8th floor.
That must have been fun though, watching them go down.
Oh, yeah. Or the people would look up, "Hey!" And we'd run back inside.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that's
us?
funny.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. I mean, what was that? We played some weird game that was hot skit and butter, come and get your mother, some crazy thing, and it was like a game of tag.
I don't see that a lot. A lot of kids, not that I'm really attentive, my son's 22, but I don't see a lot of kids doing what we did. They're all on their little gadgets, I can't even imagine that. I'm so happy and blessed that we grew up in a time where we had dirt. I literally would go outside with a spoon and just dig around the monkey bars, make little hills of they don't have that today.
Adventurous. I mean, I don't know how more of us weren't Olympic stars because of some of the crazy stuff we would do on the monkey bars.
Yeah.
Seriously, fearless. You didn't even care. You knew your friend just broke a leg.
Yeah.
You were going to be on it the next day.
Exactly.
All you kept thinking was one less person on the monkey bar.
That's funny. And that's funny that you said it, because we're so fearless when we are little, for the most part.
Yeah.
Not so much, but definitely so much more.
Yeah.
As a child, you're able to kind of go and do things and just jump at it and say, screw it.
Well, do you think that maybe that's some of where you get that, as you like to refer to it, that audacity to decide you're going to publish a book?
Probably. It's probably a compilation of everything, I grew up with a single mom, youngest of 5, and I've always been the fighter spirit of, no, my family's going to be okay. I'm going to take care of them. I think that happens of the youngest. You kind of have a tendency to, no, I used to look out for my older sisters. And
interesting.
I'd get upset if anybody, picked on her.
Oh, see, I wish my younger brother was like that.
Yeah.
No, he didn't care.
Yeah. And you know what? It just, I don't know. You know, it just, and then even as I grew up through the workforce and even before that, when I got pregnant with my son, it's the idea that the women were at the table and the men were in the warehouse. Just kind of just watching that all our lives, right? Women had a place and men had this place, the rougher place. They were allowed to be rough, you know? And I'm like, when I was young, I played with dirt. I was a tomboy, you know? And yes, I think we were talking about that yesterday, the contradiction, right, of a woman. That we can see one perspective in a complete total polar opposite of that same, of a different perspective of the same scenario. Right. You know?
Well, I mean, I, for one, was a tomboy, just like you. I didn't find my feminine side until my early to mid 20s. But before then, I was so comfortable in my skin, and I just assumed, you know, all the boys should like me. Yeah, but that wasn't the case. Like, I had a posse of boys, but none of them liked me. You know, none of them saw me that way. Yeah. You know, I was that broad, that chick. Yeah. You know,
you played sports with them.
I played sports. Yeah. You know, my sister would go on the courts and she'd flip her hair and sit on the sidelines, and I was like, hey, I like him. Aww. You know, like, why? What's happening? But interesting, right? So we develop this sort of different persona. We grow up and we say, okay, this is necessary. I need to change. Yeah. I need to be a little softer so that I can be more approachable. Yeah. And I think that's something that shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, it goes back to some of the conversations we had in our previous shows when you talk about adversity and how do you overcome some of those things. Yeah. So in my case was, you know, let your hair grow, put on a little makeup, present yourself more like the woman that you would want for them to be attracted to. Now, you know, now I'm married and my husband's like, put on some makeup. But I put it on for the show.
You always look beautiful.
Yeah, when I'm on the show.
No, but it's true. You know, we kind of go through phases. It's really the phases in life, man. Sometimes we want to put boots on. Sometimes we want to put our heels. And
sometimes we just want to put on chancletas.
Yeah, or yoga pants.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. How different is it, right? You're from Jersey. I'm from New York. Yep. I have my own perspective as to fashion in South Florida. You know, we're here living in paradise. How do you feel about that? Yeah. How do you feel like when you meet with people? Because now you go into corporate environments and you see women wearing flip-flops all the time.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because I've only lived in New Jersey and in Florida. Oh, well, Texas for a little bit. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. But that is the normal down here. That is the normal. If you go up north, you would very rarely ever, I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear chancletas with a nice corporate dress. Down here, it's common. Them?
Yeah. As the commuters.
Oh, yes.
As the commuters. Yes, like the I was going to say the Spanglish. The tennies.
Tennies.
The tennies. The tennies. It's the sneakers versus the flip-flops. But you would see them as the commuter getting from point A to point B. But women up north, they walk into the office. Yeah. Before they step foot into that office, their heels are on. Yes. And they are on.
Yeah, yeah. I used to work at One Penn Plaza and I'd commute right from Jersey. And I'd hustle like through the train stations. I hate doing that. And then in the elevator, I'm literally with my shoes, switching my shoes. Yeah. And ready to walk in there. With, you know.
As it should be. Because I'm... You know, when we talk about empowering women and women feeling empowered, there's a sense of empowerment when you put those heels on. Yes. You stand taller, you stand straighter. Since I stopped wearing heels, it's affected my backside. Because even if I wasn't working out, heels forced my legs. It was a constant workout just to wear my heels. Yep. So I felt badass in my heels.
Yeah. It's a power. You're in your power mode.
Yeah.
It's
not so much in chancletas.
Not so much in chancletas. No. In chancletas, you just want to chillax with somebody. Like.
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, and here in South Florida, when I talk about the business that I'm in, I went from corporate to now an independent shop that's not corporate. So the clientele is more laid back. So when I show up,
you can't
all dressed up.
You're overdressed.
Yeah, they think I'm an insurance agent. I'm gonna sell them insurance
because it's not the norm down here.
It's not.
It's not. If you look like you're from, like when you come from up north, you have a period of get your check glass ready.
Right. You're gonna be wearing check glasses all the time.
Yeah, get them in every color to match your dress.
I mean, the good thing is that I never have sweaty feet. Yeah. They're always, toes are always out, which also says, you know, I have to say, women in South Florida have better looking feet than women up north. But we don't put as much mind to it. We put on our pointy toe stiletto shoes, and sometimes we don't always worry about the pedicure.
Yeah. Well, down here or up there?
No, up there.
Oh.
And then here, because everyone has their toes out.
Yeah.
So,
see, that's funny, because I've noticed a difference. Like, more people because of that.
You find the crusty heels?
No, I have seen. Seen. Y también de los toes también.
Right. Okay, let's not talk about that one time I went to your house. Okay, because that's not even right. It's not the place for it. Yeah.
Listen, all right. I didn't say names. I didn't say names, okay? So but I've seen it where, like, they're pretty shoes, and I'm like, maybe it's because they're in Florida. But that's funny, you know? It's really what we pay attention to and what we see.
Well, because even in the summertime, I know for New York, and you worked in New York City, so you know that the theme in dress code is black and white. Black, white, and gray. Summer, winter, fall, spring.
New York. Yeah.
Yeah, as you wear your... See, I've transitioned.
Yeah.
Sandra...
I'm pretty much black all the time. You guys, humdrum.
Negative. I've seen your outfits. Come on, stop.
Yeah. Stop. But you know what? Even that, you know, we were talking about that. How, like, up north, my wardrobe was... I had every piece. I had a full wardrobe. And then when I moved down here, I became... a very minimalist. I got rid of everything and have a couple pieces. I don't know if, like, I would love to hear if any of you guys have done that and what pieces you decide to hold on to. But I don't want to contribute. I'm kind of at the point where I don't want to contribute to more chaos and more garbage to the world. Well, how do we do this?
Well, you know, it's funny because I can relate that to my business. My husband and I recently purchased a home that we're completely remodeling, and it's a smaller home than what we've typically lived in. And it's, for me, it's minimalist living because I've gotten rid of all the storage space. Why would I do that? Why would anyone do that? Well, interestingly enough, you end up spending more when you don't know what you have. And when you have a place that's full of clutter, you can't take inventory. So then you buy more than you have to. And then you just keep this cycle of or you have so much space and you need to buy to fill. Yeah.
Or sometimes, I used to have this problem, sometimes you buy because it's on sale. And that's it. And you don't need it, and it doesn't even fit you sometimes.
So let me ask you, when you're coaching someone, and they're like, okay, so my business is struggling because I'm a shopaholic.
Oh, that's a whole different beast. Stop shopping.
Is that when that's when your business coaching turns into like life coaching?
For sure.
And you're like, go see someone.
Listen, I mean, and that goes to what are the underlying factors that's making you say this is alleviating a pain or a struggle that I'm going through right now is why I need to shop.
Right. Because it's a temporary fix.
It's a temporary fix because I guarantee you having a bad day, you go to Amazon.com and shop something, and that little item that just feels good.
That little black dress. I'm going to put on that little black dress and it's going to fix everything in my life. Sometimes it does.
Yeah. I have to get another little black dress. I have a long sleeve one.
Oh, no. You're now in South Florida.
Yeah.
You got to get a little black dress.
Yeah.
Guys, again, we're on Facebook Live. Send us your feedback. Let us know what you think. If you have the same issues that Sandra and I have had with wardrobe, maybe you're from up north.
Yeah,
in
we
the
want to
tri-state
hear.
area. We want to know. Are
Yeah.
you currently like us, residing in the 6th borough?
Yeah, we have a poll on Facebook. You know, tell us where you're from, where are your roots at. Jersey, New York. Let's do a
Yes.
Jersey, New York thing and see where they're coming from.
Yeah,
It just
hit
would
us
be
up.
fun.
Let us know.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So.
I'm super excited for you. Guys, I'm the one that's like, yeah, I have a friend who's published her own book.
Yeah, you know
one
what?
of many.
Yeah.
Really.
For sure. I think one has a lot to say. There's a lot of women out there, you know, and it really is to encourage you, you know, to encourage you to write your book, to encourage you to build your business, to encourage you to follow your dreams, to go get an RV and travel the country, whatever it is, but to encourage you to live by your rules, you know, and that's really what I wanted to do, is just live by my own rules, like not have what we were talking a little bit this past couple weeks about the Hispanic women and kind of that suppression of a sort. It's the, you know, I've seen that around, you know, I want to be encouraged. I want to have a right. It was almost, you know, like that. I'm going to show you that we have a right to live how we want to live and not have to have a cookie cutter life, not have to have the white picket fence.
How do you and I convey that message to people that are listening? That your life is not a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
You make it a cookie cutter life. Mm-hmm. Maybe what we should do is have a segment as to our journey down south. Because I had that cookie cutter home.
Yeah.
I was living in Connecticut. So Sandra had mentioned that she lived in Texas for a little bit. I spent a few years living in California. Mm-hmm. And then I spent 10 years just visiting Connecticut.
That was a long visit.
That was a really long visit. I mean, I had great friends, interesting people. That I was sad to see, that, you know, leaving that behind. Mm-hmm. But as far as the home life, the environment, the neighborhood, so cookie cutter for me. I mean, I guess kind of sort of like Stepford Wives.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. That's what was gonna happen. Yeah. I was gonna, if I didn't get out of there.
Yeah. I can't imagine that. You know, I'd feel claustrophobic. You know,
well, you know, because in New York you get snow the same way you would get snow in Connecticut, but in Connecticut you get a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Like a lot of snow.
But it's pretty up there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I can think back at all the picturesque views driving through the Merritt.
Same. Yeah,
yeah, it's just the same. I mean, I didn't need it every day.
Yeah.
I could, in some weird way, I could look at palm trees all day.
Yeah.
All day. My variations in colors and the change of seasons don't come in the foliage, it comes in the sky.
Yeah.
I see it in the sky. So the winter sky versus the summer sky, I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just...
And here it's blue. Up in Jersey, it's like brown. When you land, you're going in. Do you see that when 'Isn't
it like the Snapple fact? Isn't Jersey like the stinky state on the Snapple?
Turnpike is the worst. From exit like 12 to
like this
16, I would drive with my scarf holding it like thing because I'm literally thinking I'm inhaling chemicals.
Oh yeah.
So literally I'm driving through those factories.
Those smokestacks.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. It's so industrial. You know, it's like, you know, you can't decide whether to appreciate that as humans we are so industrialized, and yet at the same time we're destructive. So it's the struggle. You know, like, damn, wow, what if we are able to do, and then damn it, why were we able to do that?
I don't know. But again, maybe you grew up in New Jersey and you want to share some of your stories or what you felt like driving on the turnpike.
Yep. I always see every time I'm at a light is a Jersey license plate. So I know you guys are listening, and just comment. We want to know. We want you to be represented, because every single time I'm at a street light, a street light.
Oh, and then here it's easy to spot the New York licenses now. License plates, they're all that mustard yellow.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
They're that mustard yellow. So when we're here on I-95 and you see, you're from New York. And then the snowbirds, the Canadians that come in.
Yeah.
The Montreal license plate that always seem to get here around, what is it, like October? September, October?
Yeah. You know what? I haven't gotten used to the whole snowbird process. It's like when people tell me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot.
Well, if you weren't an entrepreneur and you didn't have your own schedule and you had to be on I-95 day in and day out, you'd know.
Yeah.
You'd know, because the congestion, I think it's like, I think when I lived in Boynton Beach, I think the population went up by like 33%.
That's awesome.
During that time of year.
Yeah.
Awesome?
Well, we're growing.
The traffic went up 33% too.
True. Yeah, wait a second. That's not awesome.
No. It's like, oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
So now you have to give it that extra 15, 20 minutes where you didn't need that before.
Yep. All right, so our show is up, guys. We're so excited to have you support us today. We look forward to next week's show. Hit us up on Facebook. Send us an email. Tell us where you're calling from or where you're from. Jersey, New York, even if it's Connecticut or Iowa. We want to know. We want to know where you guys are at or where your roots are at.
And guys, stay tuned for her book.
Yep, end of the month. I'll post it on our website too and on our page. Peace.